Okay, so what we need to do now is create our database to our new server and just fill in this database and transfer all our files to the new server. So we are going to start off with creating our database. For that, I just need to say that we are working, as we don't have our production server, we are using our computer as a server. So we are opening now XAMPP. We are going to shell, and from here we're going to write a few comments. I'm going to write it to you by email as well, so you know what to write. We're writing cd mysql/bin and enter. Afterwards mysql -u root -p and enter again. We don't have passwords, so enter again. From here we're writing create database. Create database, and the name of the database, we're going to call it TBI-RO. And enter. And we need to grant some privileges, as we've just created our database here. So we're writing grant all privileges on TBI-RO to Avalon B2Va, Avalon BG B2Va, at localhost identified by B2Va password for us. Okay, so with this command here, we are granting all privileges to all tables in the TBI-RO database to the user Avalon BG B2Va at localhost, which is identified by B2Va password. So here you can change the name of the user as you want it, and you can change the password as well. So I'm pressing enter. And as we see right now, we have our database and we've granted all the privileges to it, to the user Avalon BG B2Va, or for you, how you call it. So I'm exiting this. Okay, so right now we need to fill our database. We can close this one, and we're filling our database through MySQL administrator. So we're opening here. We need to be at localhost, and the username is the one that you just created with the password that you just given it. So our username is Avalon BG B2Va and our password is B2Va password. We're pressing OK. OK again. And if we go to catalogs, we see that we have our database here, but it's just empty. So now we need to fill it in. So we're going to restore, and we need to open a backup file. We're going to fill our database with this file, with the database that we took from our test server. So when we go to MySQL administrator, go to restore, we just need to press open backup file, find our file, which is this one, and start to restore here. Once it's done, we just close it, and if we go to catalogs now and click on the TBI-RO database, we're going to see that everything's filled in now and we have our database. So we can close this one, and what we are left with is just filling in, transferring all the files for the control panel. So first we need to open XAMPP here. We are going to FileZilla to admin. We are pressing OK. From here, we click on Edit, Settings. We find the passive mode settings and we turn on the checkbox. Here for the ports, we're writing from 50,000 to 50,100 and pressing OK. Then we need to create a user from edit users so we can connect to it. We are adding our user here. You can just name it as you want. I'm going to name it Willy again, as for the other database. And here we're going to give it password. I'm going to give it the password 1tbi at row 9, the same one as for the other database. Okay, so then we're going to share folders. We're clicking add here. We're adding the folder which is in C, in XAMPP, and the folder is htdocs. So clicking OK, and we're checking all those checkboxes here and pressing OK again. This is all we needed to do. So now we just need to access our server through FTP with the FileZilla and transfer all our files here. To make this, we just need to add another connection here. The same way, adding new site. I'm going to call it TBI Raw Server Production. Okay, we are going to access it through localhost for us, but you need to access it with the host that you have. So, localhost for us, because as I said, we don't have a production server, so we are using our computer as a server, and that's how we access it. So we click on normal here. The user should be Willy for us with the password 1tbi at 1tbi row at 1tbi at row 9, and we're connecting. Okay, so now we access our server here. We just need to delete all those files here because they're for the XAMPP and we don't need them, they're useless, so we're just deleting them. And here in this empty space, we just need to put all our files, those ones. So we are finding them, they're on the desktop in our folder TBI Raw server. We're opening it. We're copying everything and we're transferring it to the empty folder here. It might take a bit of time again. Okay, so once everything is transferred, you can disconnect from here and close this one. Now you have all the files. What is left is to transfer this file, config.tbi.raw, to the server as well. So you just need to find a way to put it on your server, and needs to be placed in local disk C in the XAMPP folder, and just right here in the root folder. That's it. What else is left is, let's see, we just need to edit the config.tbi.raw ini file, and we just need to edit the connect.php file for the new database, and that's it. So we are finding again our file, the config.tbi.raw, on our server where we put it in the XAMPP folder, and should be okay. We're finding our file. We're gonna open it to edit it. We're using Notepad++, but you can edit it with whatever program you're using, so it doesn't matter here. We need to enter the username for the database, the password for the database, and the database name. In our case, those are all the same as in the file, but if you've changed them while doing the settings and creating the database, you need to enter your username with your password and your name of the database. So this is it. So the last thing is to edit the dbconnect file as well. So for this we need to connect through FTP again, but with the Notepad. At least for us, we're making new connection. For us is from here. I'm adding the TVIRO server production. I'm connecting to it for us with localhost with the username Willy for us and the password 1 TBI at row 9. You can connect with the credentials that you've created with the files also. I'm closing here and connecting to it. Now I'm going to login. Those are all the files that we've just transferred. So we're going to login. We are going to dbconnect PHP and opening it, and here we just need to edit it to our credentials for our database, the username, the password, and the name of our database. And that's all of it. We're just saving it. So we've changed all the files, we've done all the steps here, so what we're left with is just trying to test whether it's going to work or not. So we are accessing it with localhost, and you should access it with your host name. So, okay, and we've accessed it. This is our control panel. We just need to see if we can log in. Our access credentials here were admin at primo.com with 1 TBI row 9. And we have access to it, and that's all. This is how you transfer everything and how you start our control panel.